craving a hot, juicy steak today, but as you can see, our barbecue is buried 6 inches deep in the snow. Fortunately, I have a great alternative. We're gonna run in and make this bistro steak with some herbed aioli, which is really awesome. And first, I wanted to make sure you know that we're doing a giveaway, a cookbook giveaway on the blog today. You only have to do 2 things to enter. First, make sure you go to csgrassfed.com and you're opted in to get our updates for free. That means you've left your name and email in the boxes on the website. And then scroll down below this video and tell me, number 1, your favorite cut of meat, either burger or roast or steak. What's your favorite? Or you could let me know what recipe would you like to see demoed on this video. Thanks, and I see you soon. We're gonna run in the house and make some bistro steak.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Smith, and this is Grass-Fed TV, your place for tips and recipes on how to cook through that quarter beef you purchased. Today's recipe is called bistro steak with herbed aioli, and we're actually going to start by making the herbed aioli. Aioli is just homemade mayonnaise. We start with a farm fresh egg, just an 1/8 teaspoon salt, squeeze in about a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice, and I'm going to mince some garlic in there with our garlic press. Then we just whisk this together. And then this little tip I learned, this is a wet dish towel, or damp. Just gonna nestle my bowl in this towel so I can whisk it while pouring in our 3/4 cup olive oil without having the bowl slip all over the place. And we just keep whisking until it gets lighter in color. So this just took just a minute of whisking here, and it's a really nice light color. And now we are going to stir in our herbs, which are some chives, tarragon, and parsley. But we just have this beautiful, luscious aioli for the top of our steaks. Next, we'll be making some oven steak fries to go along with our bistro steak. And for me, really, the fries are just a medium to eat more of the aioli because it's that delicious. So we're gonna cut our potatoes in half and just make some long cuts like this to make like you would fries. Once your potatoes are all cut up, we're just going to boil them for 1 minute. Once your potatoes have boiled for 1 minute, we're just going to strain them through a colander. Then we dump them back in our pot, the hot pot there, and they're just going to steam dry for about 5 minutes. Now that our potatoes have steam dried there for a while, I'm going to add a tablespoon of fat. And this can be beef suet or duck fat, are both really good. Stir it in so they're completely coated. I've got some kosher salt here. Sprinkle that over, and again, stir it so they're completely coated. And then put them on your baking sheet. These will bake for about 25 to 30 minutes at 475 degrees, and I'm going to stir them 2 or 3 times during that 25 minutes too. Be sure and stir them a couple times throughout the 25 to 30 minutes. Oh, these look wonderful. For the steak on this, you can use a hanger steak, and remember there's only 1 hanger steak per cow, so you need some other options because usually 2 to 4 people go in on a whole cow together. You can use top sirloin steaks or ribeye steaks. The skirt steak is also good and works. I've just got some top sirloin here. And oh, that's beautiful, amazing color. And I'm going to actually pat it dry first. The reason we do this is you don't want a steamed steak. If we leave that moisture on there, it'll just steam instead of what we need is a really good sear. So pat it dry on both sides. And for my family, 1 steak is plenty, and I'm going to cut it a couple hunks. We're gonna salt and pepper our steaks. I prefer kosher salt. You can't really over salt it that way with the nice coarse grains. Always salt your steaks from up high. The reason is you get a nice even, if I were to hold this really down low, I'm just gonna get little blobs of salt. Pepper, and turn them over and get the other side. Then you'll want to add your olive oil, and I use, in this case, our homemade raw butter, which is fabulous. About a teaspoon of each. When your butter foams, add your steaks to the pan, and we're going to cook them for 2 minutes per side. After 2 minutes, turn your steaks over. Look at that nice sear. And set your timer for 2 more minutes. After we've cooked it for 2 minutes per side, you just put it in the oven. Cook it for about 4.5 minutes more for medium rare. And our steaks should be perfectly medium right now. Now, whenever you take our done cooking meat, you want to let it rest for about 10 minutes. Otherwise, if we cut into it, all the yummy juices are going to come out. So we're going to let that rest. We'll put this one on our plate here to add some of these steak fries. And then my favorite part is this super delicious aioli that just dresses it up. And I'm going to put a daub of it on the steak, and then an extra little bit here to dip the fries in. Look at this delicious dinner, easy enough, quick enough to do after work if you'd like, or to serve to friends as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a comment down, scroll down below the video and tell me what's your favorite cut of meat, or what recipe would you like to see demoed on here. And also, if you have friends who love to cook or need more ideas, share this recipe with them. I will see you soon. Next, we're going to make some oven steak fries to go along with our bistro steak. And for me, the oven, I felt like I said that wrong. Let me start it.
Ready? Go. Giving away a free cookbook today on the vlog.